Today is Armed Forces Day, which is observed to commemorate May 28, 1991, when the first ceremonial muster of the National Guard Corps was held in a football stadium just outside of downtown Zagreb. The main ceremonies were held today at Zagreb's Jarun Lake, where, among other things, the public could inspect some of the equipment of the Croatian Armed Forces and speak to military personnel. At a number of cemeteries, official delegations from the Armed Forces, the Defense Ministry, and the Croatian government and parliament laid wreaths at memorial markers and the graves of veterans to pay respects for those who gave their lives fighting for and defending the country's independence. As Parliament Day falls on May 30th, on Sunday there was an open house in Parliament as citizens could visit the building and tour its various chambers and also talk to MPs. Parliamentary Speaker Gordan Jandrokovic spoke to visitors and even answered questions they posed about a number of topics pertaining to the functioning of the national legislature as well as current political themes. The parliamentary speaker naturally also fielded questions from reporters who were mainly curious about the currently precarious situation in parliament and government now that the coalition between the Croatian Democratic Union, or HDZ, and the Most group has shattered. However, like his party colleague, Prime Minister Andrej Plenković, Jandrokovic did not want to speak in absolutes about whether and how a new parliamentary majority will be secured and with which parties, reiterating that matters will become clear only after the local elections are finally concluded next weekend. He also did not say when a new session of Parliament will be convened, noting only that the body's presidency will meet to discuss scheduling on May 31st. As opposed to wheat, which Croatian farmers have planted in half the amount of last year, barley, specifically the type used to produce beer, is a veritable hit crop in eastern Croatia's fields this season. The purchase price is higher and growers have a secured market for their crops. According to estimates, this year's output will be more than enough to cover domestic demand, with a considerable amount left over for export, and apparently Croatian barley is a sought-after product on the markets of neighboring countries. It seems like swans have decided to do more than just fly over Dalmatia on their seasonal migrations to the north and south. Recently, a nesting pair was observed on the banks of the Karin Sea, an inlet of the Novigrad Bay in northern Dalmatia, and now two cygnets have hatched. They took their first swim and posed for Croatian television's cameras. In sports, even though Rijeka lost 5-2 to Dinamo in Zagreb on Saturday night in the last match of Croatia's Premier League, Rijeka's players and fans nonetheless celebrated because the team won the league's title this year for the first time in club history. This is the first time that Rijeka won the national title, dethroning Dinamo, which had been the league's title holder for the last 11 consecutive years. Rijeka's fans celebrated long into the night in their home city. And finally, the weather forecast for the rest of the day. According to Croatia's National Weather Bureau, clear skies and sunshine will continue, with just a few clouds rolling through, mainly in the western mountains and in the country's eastern and southern peripheries. Light to moderate, mostly southwesterly and northwesterly winds will blow on the coast. The sea surface will be slightly to moderately wavy and visibility will be good. Today's high temperatures will generally range from 24 to 29 degrees Celsius in most of the country. The ultraviolet or UV index will be high to very high today, and similar conditions will continue into the coming days when temperatures will be higher and sunshine will prevail with stable conditions until Wednesday. The chances of scattered showers accompanied by thunder in northwestern and central Croatia will increase at the end of Wednesday. Winds will be mainly light, with some moderate southwesterly winds in the western mountains at midweek. Sunny skies with just occasional clouds will predominate on the coast in the first part of the week. A moderate southeasterly wind will pick up on Wednesday. Air temperatures will not change significantly.